4 years ago, I had been in business for a little over 2 years. And every single time that I had a client application, I would send them a personalized email as soon as possible, and I would wait for them to book a call with me. To my surprise, although I was sending a personalized message, only about 30% of people ended up booking a discovery call. And this is a free discovery call, right? It's simply a conversation to see whether or not our studio can help them. And despite that, only about 30% of people would book. And that was frustrating me for the longest time because I didn't understand why people were not taking action. Well, what I realized is that when people were completing the client application, they had intent, right? In marketing, we call this buyer's intent. In this case, obviously they weren't buying anything, but they were ready to make a decision about what to do with their future. When I was sending them the email, because it took a while before I got the email, before I read their profile, and before I sent a personalized email, there was about, a couple of hour delay from when they submitted the application to the time I reached out to them. Well, who knows what could happen in those few hours? Because I wasn't reaching them when they had the purchase intent, they were simply moving on with their lives. By the time my email came, they probably told themselves they'll check it out tomorrow or whatever it is, right? They ended up never booking. So with this understanding, I set up an email automation so that every time someone submits a client application, they immediately get an email saying, thank you for submitting the client application, book here. Well, I have to tell you that from 30% of people booking, I am now at about 80% of people booking calls just because of that simple automation. So if you're in the same position where you have a freebie or a discovery call set up and you find that people are not actually booking you, what you probably need is an email automation that reaches them at the right time. This works particularly well for service businesses and for wellness brands. So go check out your own automations. If you find that people are not booking, maybe what you are missing is an automation. And if you want more tips to grow your wellness business, check out my page for more. I post videos daily and I would love to pivot into only talking about wellness businesses. So please like this video to let me know you're watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.